So, good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm back again. Apologies about yesterday, but I fancied a day off. Hanging out of me, you know what, from the night before. It was a messy one, but big up Gunny, man. What you saying?
Yeah, man, we're out here. Finally, I'm on the Lee Gunner channel, bro. I'm telling you, I'm just saying off camera, I've been a fan of Lee Gunner since the Gunner Bang channel. So it feels great to be here with you, man. Big up yourself.
Nah, come on, man. Listen, real one. I see X text me. I was like, what's X texting me for? What's going on here? Yeah, and then I see the little video of him and you, man. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's how we go, yeah? So
Yeah, he
here
was
you
at
are.
my house. Yeah, he was at my house yesterday because obviously he's here from London. So he
Mm.
just came, he met the kids, met the missus and all that. We was just chilling. So we was talking about you and he's like, do you know what, fam? I've actually got Leroy on my contacts, cuz. And we just put the video out. That was it. And we just filmed the video.
It was funny because I was sitting playing FIFA in it, and I had my mate on the headset. Yeah, and he's a Tottenham fan. He absolutely loves expressions, man.
Yeah.
He goes. Most Tottenham fans are just idiots. He goes, but that boy has me in stitches. So I was like, yo, X has text me. That's what he said. I said, listen to this. I said, listen to this joker. I said, I'm sure he's going to rip me. I was saying, yo, Leroy. I'm like, you did. Fucking Leroy, you know.
Yeah, man. Nah, X is a legend, man. He just got like the first time I met him, he just flew straight into the jokes, man. But he's a proper top geezer. He's a nice guy, man.
Yeah, he is. He is. He's
Yeah.
funny as well, man. Proper funny guy, but he's a nice guy as well. And that's what people don't see. Like they just see the joking one online.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's sound, man. Proper sound geezer.
Proper.
Anyway, that's enough of sucking him off for now. Let's move. You're obviously a Chelsea fan.
Yes, I am.
Make sure you go and subscribe to this guy's channel. The link is in the title of the video. Just click it, the blue hyperlink. It won't take you off this video. It'll take you to his channel. You press subscribe. How many subs you on now?
I think I'm on 2,980 something. So I'm like 10 or 15 away from 3K.
Come on, let's get that box
Yeah.
off now, man. Let's get that done now. And you must be loving life, innit? Like the league, 4 goals conceded, only 2 from open play. Lampard went, Tuchel come in, took it to Champions League. And it's just been mad ever since he arrived. They were 9th when he got the job.
Yeah, exactly. But it just goes to show what happens when you've got a proactive owner who actually supports the club. See what I'm saying? Like, because Roman can only stand so much, and I knew it was a matter of time before Lampard was going to be out of there, and someone of Tuchel's caliber was going to come in. So for me, what was just interesting was just to see how quickly Tuchel could like sort of integrate his kind of football with the team or give him some kind of understanding of his system. And you could see that straight away. In our first game against Wolverhampton, although we drew against them, most Chelsea fans, they said that they can see a difference immediately off the bat. So like you could see like almost off like immediately night and day the difference in quality, and then just from there to continue to do what he did, win the Champions League in the manner of which he did. And now, you know, I know it's very early in the season, but we are sitting at the top of the table. It's looking very good. Defensive record looks fantastic. We are getting goals. Who can't be happy as a Chelsea fan? You get me?
Are you missing Lampard?
No, I can't say I am. Yeah, you get me. Like, Lee, but I'm like you. This is the thing, yeah. Sometimes, because I'm not as outspoken as Troops and X in terms of that personality. But I'll be real with you. I wanted Lampard out when it weren't popular to say it. So the day that really triggered me to just say I can't do this no more was when we was 3-0 down at halftime against West Brom. Yes, I know we came back to draw the game 3-3, but I'd had enough. Newly promoted West Brom against Chelsea, slapping 3 goals before halftime. I said, I don't care if we win this game. He's got to go. He ain't good enough. Big up Lampard for getting us into the top 4, because he done a good job to do that. Big him up to get us in the top 4 and take us on to obviously the Champions League. And as a result, we won that. So he's got to get his props. But going forward from there, you could see he wasn't the guy to take us to the major trophies.
No, it's true, man. And he even came out, didn't he, Lampard, and said the team are not ready to win on honours yet, and blah, blah, blah. And we're like, I'm sitting there as an Arsenal fan thinking, rah, you've just done £250 million and you're saying they're not ready. And then Tuchel comes in and he just went, push, push,
yes,
push, push, push. Champions League final. I'm like, what? FA Cup final, what? And it was only because of a Tielemans screamer that they won that. But listen, they played well, Leicester, but I mean, in terms of the goals, before any Leicester fans start crying, yeah, Leicester were probably the better team overall and probably did deserve to win it, but it took a wonder goal to win it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It weren't like they had you on the ropes constantly, but that was a good final, to be fair. But the Champions League final, like, to win that, I mean, to go from like a couple of weeks earlier, Lampard, your manager, saying you can't win nothing, to weeks later, you're lifting the biggest trophy in the world. Like, it must have been crazy, bro. I don't even know what it feels like to win that competition because my club's dead. Yeah, like I've had to sit and watch you lot win it twice.
that must be mental, man. But like even for us, it was crazy. And I'm over here in New York, so I wish I could have been in London, but I was here. And the atmosphere was crazy. So because obviously the run up to the final, each game we was winning, I was actually starting to think that we could actually do this. And then for me, it was when we beat Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid. And then what we had already done to City in the season, I was like, do you know what? This man might actually do it, Facts. And then when I saw the lineup and I saw no Fernandinho, I was like, yeah, it can be done. If we get the first goal, they're not scoring against us. And that's what happened.
And that's the thing. Like when I see Tuchel come in, the first game was against Wolves. I think he broke a record for the most amount of passes in a half of football in that game. And I was like, he's had one training session and they have already got a style of play. When I look at Arteta, I just think, what is our style of play? And you've been here 2 years, bro. Like, I see us with the ball so slow, so boring. There's no patterns. Nobody seems to be on the same page. Without the ball, let's just defend. Just put everyone back. Like, if we ain't got the ball, get everyone back. Yeah, Tomiyasu with the ball, don't go over halfway, which is why our right winger at the moment, Saka, ain't been doing anything because he ain't got an overlapper because the fullback's inverted. When Pepe's out there, it's the same, and they both want to come inside. And when you've got the inverted one and they're coming inside, they're both in each other's way. When Odegaard plays, he wants to float out to the right. So again, he's in the way. So then you've got all three of them in each other's way. So we go a lot down the left. But when I watch Chelsea, I see you go left, you go right, you go through the centre. It's quick, it's dynamic. Like, everyone knows their jobs. And I just think, fucking hell, man, they were 9th. And they went from 9th to Champions League winners. Just like that. Yeah, and it's like, if that's what you can do with a top manager, get me a top manager. Because we're not even in the Champions League, but I'm saying, like, to go from 9th to 4th and do what you did, unbelievable, man. And that's why I want the same for Arsenal, because for me, you're our rival.
Yeah, not absolutely.
Them. You're the rivals because you win shit.
For an ambitious Arsenal fan, for an Arsenal fan, I believe that should be the standard for you. And I don't think it should be anything less than that, because I'm from that era where you was winning stuff. I witnessed the Invincible era and stuff like that. And obviously history speaks for itself. This ain't really a position a club of your size should be in. It's a fact.
Yeah, big up to X. He's probably gone now. His wife dead, he said. But yeah, big up to him, man. But yeah, big up to everyone watching, man. 300 in the building real quick as well. Listen, everyone who keeps saying about the dislikes, it's a bot. It is not humans disliking it. I'm sure there probably is some humans that have disliked it. It's bots. It's doing it on a lot of channels at the minute. And it does it every 2 out of 3 streams. So you'll see one stream that's got hardly any dislikes and another 2 that have got loads. But no, it's true, man. We are the 3rd biggest club in the country, yeah? And you're millimeters behind us on trophies. When you take us on trophies, we're now the 4th biggest. Do you know what I'm saying? For me, total trophy haul makes us the 3rd biggest. But that's why I just get the ump with my team, man. It's like, I look at you lot down the road and I just think, like, you've had 15, 16 managers in 15 years. You're the most successful club in the country in that time. And our fans are sitting here with this, I don't know, just sentimental view of like, oh, you got to give it time. Time for what?
That day and age is over. You see, in the 90s when it was Fergie, Wenger, and then bosses there, you could understand that principle. But now there's so much money in the game, and now that the money in the Premier League has been split a lot better between the teams that are not the top 5 or 6 teams, it's just becoming more and more difficult. There's no more error for margin. There's no more room for error. You see what I'm saying? So it's easier to fall behind the pack as each season goes, because we're starting to see now in the Prem that smaller teams are recruiting very smart. You got teams like West Ham now. Look at what they've done. They're in a position where they're fighting for top 4 or slash Europa now. See what I'm saying? And then you've got teams that even Leicester, big up them. Their recruitment is fantastic. So the game's changed completely.
Yeah, no, 100%. And then the thing with West Ham is they've now got a Czech shareholder that's bought 27%. He's bought one of the Dildo brothers out, and he owns 27%, and he's looking to try and buy the whole club eventually. But and this is why, like, when I get the ump with Arsenal fans, I can't stand Arsenal fans. The majority of them, I mean, the ones in here are sound. Yeah, they're all cool in this chat. Yeah, but the majority of them online are just clueless to football. Like, it's all about laughing at other football teams when they lose. And it's like, come on, man, these teams are above us. What are you laughing at them for? Yeah, it's like when Liverpool lost the other day to West Ham, funny enough. And our fans are going, oh, is yours gold? Who cares, man?
Yeah, man.
Like, just because
it's over,
lost.
yeah. That's the thing. That a lot of them fans ain't even seen it, bro. That's the truth of it. Yeah.
It's mad. Big up to Eunice in the chat as well. Come on, real ones everywhere today, man. Real ones. Big up, man. Appreciate it. I've made you a mod, so I know it's you next time as well, bro. And big up to everyone in this chat room, man. Smash the likes out. 350 watching, man. Let's get this up to 1,000 people watching.
Big 1,000 likes. Everyone watching. Big up, come on, everyone. Smash that like button.
International breaks are boring though, man.
Yeah, bro.
Trying to get content out there is just hard work on international breaks, isn't it? But that's why, when I just thought, just talk about everything, innit? We talk about your team, we talk about my team. I wanted to ask you, right? As a Chelsea fan, and I know you're like not starved of success like my team. Yeah, you can see it all the time. What do you make of Arteta? Like, what do you think of? Do you think he's a good coach? Do you think that he's just got bang average players? Or do you think that he's actually out of his depth and that he should be doing better?
I think it's a variety of things with Arteta. I'm going to first off start by saying this. I think Arteta, to begin with, is doing what he can to the best of his ability. And I can never knock anybody who's trying to do their best. So in turn, it's not really his fault. It's the people employing him. They should know better. I agree that he's out of his depth, but as of recent, I've got to give him his props. He's done all right. He's steadied the ship defensively, and now he just has to build a bit better going forward and maintain the position that he's in. But in terms of the time that he's been here, the players at his disposal, I reckon that he could have done a lot better. 2 8th place finishes are not good enough. Absolutely not good enough, especially when you've got players like Aubameyang, Pepe, even some of the younger players, Saka, Martinelli, who I worry about as well. Because in my honest opinion, as good as Saka is, as good as Martinelli is, I think they're going to stagnate in their development very prematurely if they stay under Arteta. I think that they need a manager that's going to take them to that next level and help them compete and become that elite talent that you can see they can become. It's just about having the right guidance. And I don't believe that Arteta and his coaching team are just that. See what I'm saying? But I think this season really, because he started off at the bottom of the league this season and he's pushed himself up to almost at the top 4. And I think that this is the season where he needs to be in and around that Europe. He has to get into Europe, whether it's Champions League or Europa. He must get into Europe. Otherwise, I think he needs to go.
I think he needs to go anyway. He's useless.
Yeah, I mean,
you made a great point though about Saka and Smith Rowe stagnating if this manager stays. Obviously, at the moment, Smith Rowe's in the little purple patch. He's doing well. He's scoring goals, but I see this with Saka last season. And now Saka since February he's done fuck all, mate. Like, our fans cry when I say that. He has literally done nothing since February apart from score against Tottenham. That's it. Yeah, but that'll give him a pass because it's Saka. Whereas, like, it don't run with other players in the team. If Pepe drops the performances Saka's been dropping, they'd want him out the club immediately. Yeah. Right. Whereas it's Saka. Oh, but he's young. Yeah, age shouldn't come into it. If you're playing for Arsenal, you're playing for Arsenal.
Yeah, you're good enough.
15 or 115. Like, but that's what people do. They go, oh yeah, but Pepe should be doing. No, Pepe's a good player who sat on the bench because we're putting a kid in who's not doing anything. Right. On the opposite side, you've then got Smith Rowe, who's now gone through that stage of doing not a lot. not scoring, not assisting, not affecting the games, to now he's started to get goals, he's starting to get assists, he's starting to dictate that left-hand side into centre mid. Yeah, which I said it when I was watching the England game when he came on the other night. I was like, my mate, I said, look how quick he is over 10 yards. That little burst when he gets the ball, he gets away from pretty much everyone. Like, and he's deceptive with it as well, because he don't look like he's running fast, but he just pulls away. And he's got that I see that will make him a better footballer. Not just that, but obviously technically he's pretty good.
Yeah.
His passing needs to sharpen up. I think he's done that a lot more this season. But I think with Saka, I don't see Saka being great at one thing or two things. I see him being good at 4, 5, 6 things.
Yes.
But can he now go from good at all of them to elite at all of them?
Yeah, and that's my concern with Arteta, because these kids have certainly got the tools to, to push that barrier and to reach there. But again, it's just those little details that help. You know what I mean? Because with Tuchel, you can see the development of players like Reece James and that underneath him. As good as Reece James, I've always, listen, don't get me wrong, since he was on loan at Wigan, and ever since then I've been shouting Reece James's name. I love the kid, absolutely, but I've noticed the step up in quality since Tuchel was coming into the team. And another thing that he's done is that he's brought in players that we thought were on their last legs: Jorginho, Rudiger, Marcos Alonso. They've all become they've become pillars in the squad now. So
yeah, Jorginho's gone whole spin around. Same with Alonso.
Yeah,
and Rudiger, but Jorginho was the one, because a lot of your fans, and Rudiger more so, Alonso weren't getting game time so much. Nobody really cared, I don't think. It was just like, oh, he's still fucking here, isn't it? Yeah, but but with Jorginho and Rudiger, they were getting game times and they weren't doing great. So your fans were on them from what I see. But for him to come in and then Jorginho to go and do what he did, and then go on and win the Euros as well, it was like, flipping hell, mate. You've made him a superstar. And the same with Rudiger. When you look at Rudiger now, man, it's a totally different player to the one under Lampard. The one under Lampard reminded me of Mustafi.
Yeah, and then eventually he won't even get in the game.
And now you look at him, and he's one of the best centre backs on the planet in the last 8 to 6 months or whatever on form. Yeah, there's not many that are better than him at the moment.
No, facts. I agree with you there.
He has been. Do you think he'll stay? Because he ain't signed a contract, has he?
Bro, it's a techie one with that one, because you see with Rudiger, the way he's been treated by this fan base. And I think the worst thing, the biggest insult was when Lampard wanted him. I think the rumor was Lampard wanted to sell him to Tottenham, and he just weren't happy with that. So I can understand why he won't sign it. But then on the flip side, on the professional side, you're playing the best football that you've ever played in your life, and you're consistent. You're off the back of a Champions League, and you're pushing to win your Premier League title. Why sign now? Because each game, the more you perform, the more you win, your quota goes up. So it might just be a thing where he's saying, I want to stay at Chelsea, but we might actually win a couple trophies here. And if we do win a couple trophies, it's no longer going to be I don't know, 200k or whatever he's asking for a week. It might be a 250, 300k. So there's always, that's why you can never be too sure. But I can understand from both sides. If it's a personal angle, yeah, I get it, because he's been treated kind of mad by the club and the fans. And then if it's from a business perspective where he's waiting until the end of the season, I can also understand that. So honestly, Lee, I ain't got a clue. I don't know, bro.
If he leaves, where do you think he's going to go? Because I don't see there being many options, man. Where's he going? Where's he going better than Chelsea?
I mean, there's rumors of Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, the usual suspects, PSG, the elites that want to take him. I mean, in terms of him walking into some of them teams, I don't think he'll have a problem doing that. But I don't think he should. I don't think he should leave Chelsea. I think he needs, because he has to understand as well. Look, Tuchel's come in and he's done all this in this time, right? And this is just the beginning. This could just be the beginning. This could be another dominant next few years under Tuchel. So Chelsea might be the best place to stay for.
Yeah, it might be. Sometimes the grass ain't always greener, man.
That's it. It's true.
I want to read this comment out as well. Comparing a £72 million player to a kid that just turned 20, the state of it. Pepe wouldn't even start for us. I'm assuming you support Leeds United. I hope you get relegated, firstly. Yeah, Bielsa ball. The guy's won 1 trophy in 20 years, and people gas this fucking long coat wearing weirdo who sits on a box as fucking a world's great. On what? Based on what? Yeah, seriously. So that's that done. In terms of 72 million quid, Pepe didn't set the fee, right? And lastly, yeah, age shouldn't come into it regardless, mate. If you're good enough, you're old enough. It's as simple as that. Yeah, and if you look at the stats, yeah, Pepe scored more goals in half the minutes than Smith Rowe and Saka combined last season. Yeah, so if you're talking about output, Pepe's output's better than anyone at your dead football club. I'm joking, by the way. I'm only playing. I do hope you get relegated, though. I'm playing. My uncle and nephew support Leeds United. So yeah, but no, honestly, Pepe. This thing with Pepe really pisses me off, right? Honestly, it does, because sometimes output is deceiving. Look at Bruno Fernandes, yeah, right? It's deceiving output because now he's not got an output. Ronaldo's got the output.
Yes.
Right? So it doesn't matter who plays in that sort of position; they're gonna have that output for United, right? That's how I'm seeing it, right? You could put you there, and you would have an output there.
Yeah, facts,
right?
facts.
Right, because they're kind of playing the same position, right? And I then look at it and I just think like, no, Pepe's output, goals win football matches, right? And Pepe comes in, scores, gets sat on the bench. Comes in, scores, gets sat on the bench. Comes in, scores, sat on the bench. Saka, I didn't even know he was on the pitch the other day, and he played for 93 minutes. Yeah, and I'm like, okay. Again, the next game against Liverpool, he will start. The game at Newcastle, he will start. The game after that, he will start. And it's like, if I'm Nicola Pepe, I'm like, fuck this, I'm getting out of here, mate. Because it doesn't matter what he does, he will never start a consistent run of 15, 20 games like the others do.
I feel bad for him, because you see that time he spent having Bellerin on that right-hand side, who just wouldn't identify when he was in the right space or when to release the ball to Pepe. I just used to think this guy is not having the best time at this club, man. He's not got a right back who can who has a clue. They've got no partnership. They've got no tandem there working together. But like, who was the other one? When the young boy at your club from London, Ainsley Maitland-Niles.
Yeah.
When them two were playing, that's when I see Pepe plays better games.
100%.
Yeah,
100%. When he was playing right back, Pepe was balling.
That's what I mean, and that's not by accident. It's because of that relationship between the two players. Ainsley Maitland-Niles understood. He knew when to release the ball. He knew, he had vision. He understood that when Pepe
was overlap.
That's what I mean.
Man.
He knew about Bellerin. He had all the pace in the world and that, but he just didn't know how to use it.
Yeah, it's true. And then I don't know what's happened to him, because his pace is fucking gone, man. It's just disappeared.
Yeah, it's them
and
injuries.
Now he's at fucking Betis scoring own goals.
So it's still going. It's getting even worse over there now. I thought at least him going to Spain, it would have
played
improved
their
for
fucking derby game, Betis against Sevilla. They're literally 3 miles apart. Yeah, right. And he was at fault for the first goal inside the first minute. Like literally, game's just kicked off. Ping, 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 ping. Bellerin mistake, 1-0. Right. Then in the second half, he scored an own goal.
Oh my god!
They lost 2-0. Yeah, he's fucking dog shit, man. Absolute dog shit footballer. I can't stand him. I'm so glad he's fucking gone, man. And he ain't here. But although he is only on loan, so he could be coming back. But I can't stand him, man. Can't stand him. But where do you think? Where do you think we'll actually finish? Like, I know you said that we should be getting in Europe this season, but do you actually think we will? And whereabouts? Champions League or Europa or Conference League?
I think you'll get a Europa League position. I expect you to get a Europa League position from what I've seen so far. But you know what I'll say? I'm going to be fair. If you can keep Ramsdale and Gabriel fit for the majority of your season, that's going to be my expectation for Arsenal. Because to me, I believe them two are your key players in the squad. A lot may not agree with me, but I think that Gabriel coming back in the squad made just as much as an impact as Ramsdale starting as your goalkeeper. I rate Gabriel like that. Obviously, maybe
he's very underrated as well. By a lot.
Yeah.
Nobody really mentions Gabriel. It's all, and then like even Arsenal fans at the moment, they're more about Ramsdale and Ben White and Tommy Essex. They're new players. But Gabriel has been absolutely brilliant, man, since he's come back from his injury. And it's no coincidence we look better with him defensively. The one thing for me, though, is if he gets injured again, then what? We got Pablo fucking Marie back in the team, bruv. Like, and if Thomas Partey gets injured as well, we ain't really got anything there. I know we got Sambi Lokonga. We could put Maitland Niles there, but they're not as good as Thomas Partey.
No. And what's happened? What's going on with Xhaka? Is he injured or
hopefully
something?
He's never coming back. Hopefully he never comes back. That'd be great. Like, you know, the road to recovery. Yeah, the Amazon documentary. What a load of bollocks. Yeah. I just hope I don't ever see him again in an Arsenal shirt. He's lucky he's even at the club the way he fucking told us all to do one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, and then flirting with Rome, and then he gets a pay rise. And it's like, how are you?
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. What message is that sending to the rest of the squad?
Well, that's Arsenal Football Club in a nutshell. They're not serious, mate. They're not serious at all. And it's like, I always say this about your fan base. Your fan base are relentless, man. Like, literally relentless. Like, you lot are ruthless. Yeah. But
we reflect our owner, innit?
Yeah, but you know why you're ruthless? You're ruthless because your owner came in and was ruthless. Right? So your expectations went through the roof. Then he delivers the title, Jose Mourinho, after 50 years. Right? And then since then, it's just been mad. With us, we ain't got an owner that gives a shit. His son pretends he gives a shit, right? But he don't. And then our fans don't give a shit. And then when it all goes wrong, our fans blame the owners that don't give a shit. Well, if these dickheads fucking gave a shit, they'd raise the standards of the owner in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. What we've experienced.
Bear with me, mate. Sorry, I just need to go.
Problem.
I'm going to wet myself, man. Keep talking, man. I'll be 30 seconds, yeah?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, man. Let me interact with the people in the chat a little bit as well, man. Big up everybody in the chat, man. You get me? I see some of your comments in there. A couple of Blues fans in there. And big up the Rat Army as well. Trust me. Hey, it's mad being on the League Gunner channel. I'm telling you, man. But it is what it is. We're here. I'm gonna ask. Let me see if I can answer a couple of your questions in the comments, boy. Well, do you know what? Throw your questions in now while Lee's in the toilet. Throw in a couple of questions. You get me? I'll answer them. Oh, he's back.
Yeah, man. Sorry about that. I was literally gonna burst. But no, it's true, man. Like, our fans need to raise the standards because there's only two people that can raise the standards at a football club. Number one, the owner. Number two, the fans. Right? And if both of them are in the mode of just happy with what's going on at the moment, you're never gonna get any better. No. Yeah, and like, I look at West Ham, teams that were like way down from where they should be, and now they're right up there. And that's just like that. And West Ham's a funny one because although they've not won anything, like, they were 17th when David Moyes got that job, and he got it a week after Arteta got the Arsenal job. He's took them into Europa League, and they're battling in the Europa League. They're going to get out the group. Yeah, I think that's a given. And now they're third in the table. They've just knocked Man City out the cup, and they've just beaten Liverpool. Yep. When was the last time Arsenal fucking beat Man City and Liverpool? Like, in the league or the cup? Well, I know we've done them in the cup. Probably done both of them, actually, that season. Yeah, 2 years ago.
We've got to do it in the league.
Exactly. Yeah, when was the last time Arsenal beat Liverpool? I can't remember. I genuinely can't remember when the last time was we beat them in the league. We're going to Anfield.
Soon as well, isn't it?
9 years at Anfield. Brighton can go there and get 4 points out of the last 6 at Anfield, but we ain't beaten them for 9 years. Arteta was in the team last time we won there. And it's like, it just winds me up because I look at other teams and I look at teams like Brighton and West Ham. West Ham are brilliant to watch this season, man.
Yeah,
and they've got them really rocking, man. And it's no coincidence that they're right up there. Only you and City are taking more points than them this calendar year.
Yeah, they've recruited very well from keeping Declan Rice off. I think that was key, and then obviously Ben Rama's starting to step into what we thought he was going to become. He's starting to look like that player now. Antonio's just scoring goals for fun. You know, there's the togetherness in that team is just brilliant. And David Moyes has just been going about his job quietly, and look at the results of it, man.
Yeah, it's true, and that's the thing. I think people were expecting their bubble to burst.
Yeah,
but their bubble ain't bursting. And the reason it ain't bursting is because even if it burst from being in that top 4, they're still getting Europa again.
Yeah,
they're still a top 6 team at the minute because even if Antonio gets injured, yes, they won't be as good because he's dynamic. He'll run the channels. He'll work his nuts off. He's got a great goal for Jamaica the other night where he chipped the goalkeeper. And they have got other players that can play there. They can play Ben Rama as a false 9. They can play Jared Bowen there. They could play what's his name, man? The Ukrainian brother. What's his name?
Suchek. Not
Nah,
Suchek,
nah,
sorry, not
nah.
Suchek, sorry, not
Oh, the
Suchek.
fucking striker. What's his name, man? I can't remember his name.
I know who you're talking about. It's not. I keep having Yarmolenko in my head.
That's it, Yarmolenko.
Yeah, it's Yarmolenko. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yarmolenko. They can play him there, even though he's not great. But if Antonio's out for 3, 4, 5 games, he can come in and actually do a job. They'll just have to change the style of play because he ain't going to run as hard as Antonio does. But they have got a good team. They've got a very good team, and they've done it on a fraction of the money Arsenal have. They've, in the same time Arteta's been here, Moyes joined a week later. So they've both had the same amount of transfer windows. They've spent 80 million quid. We've done 240. And look at what they're doing. And it's like, and that's why I look at it and I think, like, when people get this in their head about youth projects, I'm like, well, where's the fucking project down at West Ham? Where's the project at Chelsea? You've got a proper youth project. Your youth project is geared towards winning. Yeah. Not the fucking hope that something happens in 3 years and they will grow together. It's if you ain't doing it, you're benched. And when it comes to window, you're gone.
You're gone.
Yeah. Whereas us, yeah, oh, let's hope Odegaard does it. Let's hope Ben White does it. Let's hope this. But no, they're not fucking going to all develop at the same time. But our fans are thick. And they sit there and go, yeah, they're all going to grow up together. They're all going to do this. I said the other day, if you practice something and you're doing it wrong, yeah, practice makes permanent.
Trust, yeah.
Yeah, and if you're doing something wrong every week and you're practicing it and practicing it and practicing it and practicing it, yeah, it's going to stick. And that is Arsenal in a nutshell. You're doing the same shit wrong every season. It is stuck for 15 years.
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, you can see it. And I just think, I hate to say it, but it's like, it's almost as if the fans are partially given the board to behave the way they behave at times, because I know, I know you. You are very outspoken, Kenny as well. I have Kenny on my channel as well. Sometimes he lets his feelings known as well, and just there's just so many things. And I think one of the things as well that needs to happen is you got to look at some of these clubs that have been more successful than you in the past 10 years or so, and look at their structure. And there's nothing wrong with saying, you know what? Chelsea, look at their youth academies, turning over stupid profit every single week. What's their secret? We've got the funds to emulate the same thing. It might take a couple of years, but when it works, it's going to work out for us. Do you know what I mean? There's options like that should have been considered, but it doesn't seem like there's a football mind in the positions that can make it happen.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
It's because it's jobs for the boys. Like, what does Edu actually do? People are banging on about how great that transfer window was the summer just gone. Well, I could have phoned Brighton up and paid 50 million for Ben White. I mean, that's not a hard deal to get done. Right? You know, the goalkeeper. I could phone up Sheffield United and say, "Do you want to join Arsenal?" Of course, he fucking does. They're in the Championship. Yeah, it's not a hard deal, especially when you're paying 24 million quid for someone that they paid 18 million for. Yeah, they've made profit and they've been relegated with a guy. So now he comes in. That's now 2 players. Then you go Martin Odegaard. Well, he was here the season before on loan. That's an easy deal to get done. But people start gassing this up. Who's the other one? Sambi Lokonga and Nuno Tavares. They're easy deals. They're cheap deals. Yeah, and they're playing in different leagues. So when it's Arsenal that come knocking, fucking hell, it's Arsenal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah? Playing at so-and-so in Portugal. Like, no disrespect to that league, but it's shit. Right? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, these were not deals that were hard to get done. The summer before, they were not hard deals to get done. Danny Ceballos, bringing him back on loan. Like, I could have done that deal. Thomas Partey activating his release clause. So what does Edu actually do? Because I don't see him doing fuck all other than just like the basics. Yeah, which I could do. Yeah, then I look at above him, Vinay. This guy's a clown. This guy's been promoted so many times and he's the CEO of Arsenal Football Club based on fucking nothing, mate. Yeah, he is actually dog shit. What does he do? Like, I don't get it. Then you've got the manager. So you've got a CEO that shouldn't be there. You've got a technical director that's, for me, is a rookie. He just ain't got a clue what he's doing. You've got a rookie CEO, a rookie technical director, a rookie manager, and owners that don't want to win. That's why we're a mess.
I think they're just more worried about the finances, because it sounds like a United situation, because United came out. I read something where United was saying something along the lines of the reason why they didn't sign Conte was because he didn't fit the financial philosophy of the club. or something ridiculous like that. Just something that is not related to improving football on the field, which will generate you more money if you win. But how that escapes those owners, I don't quite get it. But it's a similar situation, really.
Yeah, it is. Us and Man United are exactly the same. We're both shafted. We've both got fans that don't. Did you see how many people turned up for their protest, for the United protest against Solskjaer? It was literally pathetic. There was people turning up with club shop bags in their hand. They just bought the new kit.
Oh, ridiculous. The one I remember was when they stormed Old Trafford for the Super League, but I didn't even, you see, I didn't even know there was a Solskjaer protest.
Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday,
wow.
Saturday. Yeah, there was hardly anyone there. Like, so I think Saeed went. There was hardly anybody there, and the ones that were there were making a bit of noise. But then I see a photo doing the rounds, and it was a guy holding a Man United club store, a mega store bag. And it's like, you've gone to protest, right, and you've gone in the shop. Like, these people are fucking idiots. Big up to this guy as well. Do you miss Stella now that you moved to Spain? No, I'll tell you why. Because there is a bar down the road that has Stella on tap.
Hey.
Yeah, it's the only one I've found in Spain ever, but it's literally around the corner. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Stella man as well, Lee. Troops gets on to me about that all the time.
Mate, this guy, his guts must be in bits, bruv. The amount of Coca-Cola he drinks through them fucking with that fucking rum and that, man.
Oh, bro.
I went through a stage of drinking rum and Coke for a long time, yeah. I can't even drink Coca-Cola anymore because my guts, they just turn every time. Yeah, and that's because of that, drinking too much of it. Yeah, bro, if you put a bottle of Coca-Cola down a fucking moldy toilet, it'll get rid of all the mold on the toilet.
Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, people use it to clean engines and shit or whatever. It was
it's crazy.
Yeah, get rust off metal, something crazy like that. But we still drink that. It's mad.
Yeah,
crazy.
It's mental. Man said, "Did you permanently move to Spain?" Yes, I did, my friend. And I ain't planning on coming back to that dead country anytime soon. I'm looking out at the sea. It's 24 degrees right now. Beautiful sunshine. 10 to 5 in the evening. It's beautiful, man. Why do I want to work in England?
I can't blame you. Must be peaceful as fuck out there as well, bro.
Oh, it's great, man. Do you know what? Do you know what the best part about it is? It's just the way that I fit this lifestyle here so much better because I turned up late for the stream. Yeah, I'm late for everything. I just go in go slow mode, right? This country is in go slow mode. Like, honestly, everything. Yeah, mañana. Yeah, like tomorrow never comes, bruv. Yeah, but it's like it's perfect, and I love their culture here because like they always eat late. Like the English, they go out for dinner at 5 p.m. Like this start having dinner at 10 p.m. Yeah, and it's like, you know, they're very family orientated as well, man. Especially on Sundays, yeah, very family oriented. All the families get together and they have barbecues. The guy downstairs was having a barbecue last night, and I had to close the fucking door because it stinks. But I love all that, man. It's class, man. And like you got the sun every day. Very, very rarely rains in this bit of Spain, this part of Spain. So it's got the beach around the corner. I've got about 4 or 5 pools around the back of here in the blocks.
Yeah, well, you're nice. Yeah, bro. Why would you go back to England for what?
Do you know what I mean? It's like it's cheaper way of life. Like the water's fucking. I have to correct myself as well because the other day I said this cost about 60 euros. It didn't. It cost about 60 cents. 6 liters of water. And somebody put in my comments saying, "Flipping, oh, that's an expensive bottle of water, in it." I was like, no, I meant cents. Like it was 60 cents, not 60 euros. But yeah, it's like just a chilled way of life, man. Every day is sunny. And I bought myself an Xbox the other week, so I've been banging out FIFA. Then sit on the balcony. If I want to go out, my mate owns a bar around the corner.
FIFA's banned in my household, man. That was banned like 3 years ago because I just broke so many controllers. You know what it was? What's that? Ultimate Team, bro.
That's what I'm on, yeah.
Yo, like I was convinced that it was scripted, bro.
It is.
And it used to drive me sick. And one day I just dashed the controller and my missus just said, you know what? Yeah. This is off the list. You just can't have this no more.
Mate, it's mad. It is actually mad because I hadn't played it for 2 years. So I bought an Xbox, I bought the game, got on it, started smashing everyone. And then this whole week, I must have lost 90% of my games. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm dominating. I just can't score. Yeah, and I've got Ronaldo, I've got Rudiger, I've got Son, I've got Salah. Yeah, I've got a sick team, man.
Yeah, bro. Team. Do you know what used to happen
score.
to me? Do you know what used to happen to me as well? I'd have like 18, 22 shots, and the opposition would have 1 or 2 and
And they
score
score
either one
both.
or both of them. Yeah, and I was just like,
What's
nah.
happening to me at the minute?
Yeah,
But the funny thing is like I played against my friend last night because it don't go on our records. Yeah, we played 5 games. He done me 3 games to 2. I batted him 5-3 at one point. He slapped me 4-0. Yeah, and it was like some really good games in there as well, though, right? But I went clean through on goal with Ronaldo on his strong foot. I'm 12 yards out. How the fuck has that gone wide?
Yeah, it should be scoring that.
I'm literally dead center of the pit, dead center of the box, 12 yards. I'm near the penalty spot, and I finessed it, and it went wide. How's it gone wide? Yeah, it makes no sense to me. I've got fucking Ronaldo. His shooting's like 90 something, man. Yeah, Harry Kane I have at number 10. Yeah, his movement and shooting is sick. Yeah, but then you get him in the box, you power it out 3 bar or whatever, and the keeper catches it. I'm like, how the fuck are you catching that? Like, but last week it weren't doing that, so I don't know what they've done.
Yeah, brother,
I can't score anymore.
I can't, and I'm a sore loser as well, so I hate that shit.
Same, man. I get the right ump. I've smashed up so many control pads, bro. Like I had the elite control pad, yeah, and I made a conscious effort to try not to snap it. Yeah, and it lasted for about 3 months, and then I snapped it. Yeah, but here I could just fucking launch them off the balcony. So I'm like, I'm trying not to get angry with the game. So far, it's been working, but yeah, it is a bit of a mad one.
Yeah.
Big up to Charlie Martin as well. Smash the likes up and listen. There's over 600 here. Yeah, make sure you go and subscribe to the main man's channel. The link is in the title. Go and subscribe to Man Knows Football. Gunny's channel is in the title. Hit the link, it takes you straight there. It won't take you off of here, but it'll take you there. Press subscribe and then back up and come back here and stick a like on the video. Any advice for new YouTubers? Want to make content like yourself and Henry, come on you Spurs. I'll give you some advice. If you want to grow your channel really quickly, go with the masses. Don't give your actual opinion. Just go with where the wind blows, mate, because that's how people do it. People like me and Rants, I ain't interested in chatting shit. I'm like, oh, fucking let's suck off this person. And then the next week, no, get him out. Oh, but he won again, back in again. That's the way to do it. Because
consistent with your opinion, man.
All of the biggest channels on this platform, yeah, they never really give you their opinion. They give you the opinion of what's favorable and fashionable at the time. And then when that changes, they flip and go with that again. Yeah, I don't do that. I stick to my fucking thing. And when I'm proven wrong, then I'll say cool. Yeah, until then, no. So yeah, if you want to get pretty big growth pretty quickly, my friend, just suck off everything that's fashionable. That's the best way to do it. That's the best way. I want to ask you about Lampard because he rejected the Norwich job. Was you shocked, or did you think that like it was suicidal to take that job because he thought get relegated?
Yeah, I thought that was a bit risky for Lampard. I was actually glad that he turned down that job, to be honest with you, because Norwich, they're going down. They look like a sorry sight. But yeah, they got their last. They just beat Brentford, but like, boy, I don't really see him even getting out of that bottom 3. And Lampard, I don't know if he's got the skill set to get them out, because that's another thing that's a grey area for us. We ain't seen Lampard handle the team in a situation where they're fighting relegation. So, because it's different from managing Chelsea and trying to get them into the top 4. So, I don't know. I think Lampard turning down that job was a good idea. And I think he should be patient and wait for a bit of a better job to come, because it's not like he can't get a better job, because it's not like the job he did at Chelsea was terrible, because he achieved what he was supposed to do, which was integrate the youth, get top 4. He done those 2 things fine. So I think based off the back of that, he should be aiming a little higher up the table. Nothing elite, but somewhere a bit higher up the table, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it'd be a bit suicidal to take that job. Like they're now on to get relegated. They don't even care about Premier League, bro. Like they come up, they don't do enough to stay, and they get relegated. Then they come up and they do it again. It's like
Parachute FC, Parachute.
100%. They've done it 5 times, and it's like Delia must be loving life, bruv. I don't know what she's putting in their tea, but they're fucking loving it down in Norwich. Like it's crazy. What about Stevie G, Steven fucking Gerrard? Do you think he'll do well at Villa?
That's an interesting one, but like when you look at what I know, it's the SPR. I'm not trying to take the piss out of the Scottish League, but he done well there. He done very well there. He won a trophy with Rangers. I don't want to say that the Scottish League is a farmers league. I don't really like saying that about leagues, but obviously there's a quality gap between that and the Premier League. Aston Villa, it's a decent. I think, funnily enough, I think this is a good club for Gerrard to take, because he's got a decent core there that he can work with, and if he can sort of put in that kind of effect he did at Rangers at Aston Villa, he might be successful. He might do well. It might be a good place for him to grow if he can obviously keep Aston Villa in and around the positions they want to finish.
Yeah, I think he'll do all right. I was a little bit shocked that he's left Rangers, because they're a massive football club,
Yeah,
but the league is shit.
yeah,
Right, but to go unbeaten and win the title last season, invincible, was mad.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So,
and the first one they'd won in a decade, because the other lot had fucking kept winning it. Celtic, yeah, trebles and all that. So for me to like see him just go, right, abandon ship, see you later, I was like, fucking hell. Like, to Villa, like, no disrespect, they're a massive club as well, but that's Glasgow Rangers, man. Like, and you're in Europe every season. You've got a chance to win a title every season. You've basically walked away from titles and trophies to go and manage Villa to not win titles and trophies. And it's like, I don't know. And he's taken all of his backroom stuff. I have a few Rangers fans that watch this. They're fuming, man. They're like, he's literally fucked us. He's took every single member of backroom staff with him. Yeah, we've got nothing left. Like, we've got absolutely nothing left.
So
and
they've just gutted the whole backroom staff as well when he's left. That's crazy.
Yeah, and they're in a semi-final of a cup. They're top of the table, and I think they've got Slavia Prague, I think, next week. Sorry, the week after. If they lose, they're out of the Europa League. Yeah, so it was like a massive game for them coming up. Yeah, and that's why their fans have got the ump, because he's took all of his staff, man. He's just gone, yo, fuck, you're all coming. Yeah, and just like,
no, the timing was bad as well. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
man.
like, I think I can see why he's taken the job, because it's Premier League. Yeah, right? And it's now a closer stepping stone to the Liverpool job, which we all know he can get at some point.
Blatant, yeah. That's the next thing I was gonna say. I was just gonna say, like, me and you both know that this is the stepping stone for him to eventually sit down at Liverpool and do his work over there, you know. But Villa, who knows? Because listen, if he gets Villa into Europe consistently, right, that's still a good job. Yes, he ain't going to be fighting for the Prem, but it still does show that this man has credentials. Maybe we can try him at a bit of a better standard, and Liverpool might come in and say, all right, cool, you've kept Aston Villa in Europe. Considering the financial the finances between the two clubs, we can appreciate that that's a good achievement. Maybe if you come over, obviously with the relationship you got with the fans, you might be able to do something better quality players than that. You never know, man. You never know.
Yeah, mate, mad. If I was him, I would have been staying where the trophies are, man. Like, he could have genuinely become a proper cult hero. Like,
absolutely.
Like, you know, he broke the dominance of Celtic and went invincible. Like, and now you got him top of the table again. Like, I'm baffled, man. I really am. But it's the Premier League, and we see Brendan Rodgers leave a treble to go and fucking manage Leicester. Listen, he won at Leicester as well, so you can't knock him. He beat you in the final.
Yeah, facts.
Somebody put a comment in saying, I bet Gunny's buzzing that Gunner's not like troops chatting shit about Chelsea.
I could get a word in here.
Big up to Troops.
Big up Troops, yeah, all day. I'm probably going to see him today at some point as well.
Do you all live close together?
Like, Troops has just gone over to Jersey, but like, it ain't far from me to get over there anyway.
How long you been out there?
It's my 7th year.
Yeah.
You're
loving it, yeah?
Loving it, man. I've got a wife, I've got 2 children out here. You mean the world to me, bro. And you get me. It's just I've just calmed my life down. I've just changed my life. I'm just being a dad, enjoying New York City. It was amazing to, like, you know, link up with Troops and work with him on the Back Again channel. Now I'm linking up with X. Now I'm on with you. So amazing things are happening, man. And I can't be happier. You get me?
That's what it's about, man. It's all about happy, man. Being happy and family.
Yeah, that's key.
Anything else is just irrelevant bullshit, bruv. Like, it's all about being happy. And if you're happy doing what you're doing in life, yeah, it doesn't matter what people say. Like, people get on to me all the time about, you're this, you're always angry. Mate, I am the most chill person on the planet. I am fucking angry. Yeah, I might be angry when I'm talking about my shit team. Yeah, but I am so
facts.
chilled. I am so chilled. Like, and like people just see the league gunner on camera. They don't see the rest of that, innit? But yeah, it's funny. It is funny. Big up to everyone watching, man. Still over 600 watching. Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up in a couple of minutes, people. Make sure you subscribe to me. Make sure you stick a like on this video. Make sure you subscribe to Gunny's channel. The link is in the title. Click on the blue hyperlink. It'll take you straight there. Subscribe. You're over 3K, by the way.
Yeah, I just saw it. I was gonna mention it. I was gonna say a big thank you, but we kind of got into another conversation. But yeah, obviously that's down to you lot, and obviously to you, Lee. Thank you so much for helping me cross the 3K barrier, man.
Nah, come on, man. That's the first 3K of many, mate. Trust me. Like, you know, we'll do some more bits, man. When we play you lot, we can do previews, reviews, shit like that as well. Fan cams a lot, man. So
absolutely, yeah, absolutely, bro. Like I really enjoyed being on your channel, enjoyed the conversation with you, and it's just great. Like to me, it's crazy because like legit, I was one of the people with the comments just make it just you know.
When you said that you was been watching from Gunner Bang days, yeah, I was like, Jesus, that's a long time, man. That is a proper long time. That's what. Well, I've been doing this channel. It's funny. This time next week, yeah. On the 21st, so yeah, exactly Sunday next week, right? Has been exactly 3 years since I've had this channel.
Yeah.
And I remember setting it up, and it was 3 days after my daughter's birthday, because my daughter's birthday on Thursday. I remember sitting there, and I was sat at a mate's house, and I just set it up. I said, fuck it, I'm doing another channel, man. Yeah, I'm doing another channel. And that was 3 years ago, Sunday coming. Like, it's mad how life's just gone in that 3 years.
It's crazy. But now, now look, man, honestly, like just picked up from where you left off, and even better now.
Everything happens for a reason, man. I got locked out of my own channel for a reason, and this one is huge compared to that one. That one had 10K or 12K subs. This one is like what, 64
and counting.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, the subs for me are great because they're people that want to see more content. The views is where, and this is where a lot of channels go wrong. It's all about trying to get as many subs as possible. I see so many channels out there with 200, 300K subs, but they don't get any views in comparison to their sub.
Yeah.
So it's like you've got all these subs, but they're indirectly harming your channel because they're not watching it.
Right.
Yeah. Whereas the subs that I have here, this lot are mad. This lot of fucking crazy.
You've got a low fan base. You've got a good fan base, man. You've got one of the best comments around, the comment sections around, proper interactive. Like, big up the rat army for real.
Yeah,
man.
come on.
Yeah,
the rats
the Master
everywhere.
Yeah, Master Splint is here.
Yeah, come on, man. The Pratt in the hat from Luton, bruv, yeah, called me a rat. Yeah, because I wanted Arteta out. So yeah, cool. We're now the rat army, innit?
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that episode, and then I remember your response to it. But yeah,
yeah, fuck it, man. Like, and this is what I'm saying. It's like I'm quite smart, like, without blowing my own trumpet and all that. I am quite smart and I'm quite quick, right? So it's like when somebody wants to do that, yeah, cool, no drama. I'll just flip that straight away. Yeah, I'll flip that. Now what? Yeah, I'm a rat. That means you're a cockroach, bruv. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
That's what I'm saying. These people ain't got a clue what they're talking about.
Yeah, Lee, definitely we gotta work more on camera. And like I said, bro, I've got Big Kenny Ken. I come in here in the comments and say, yo, big up Uncle Ken. Yeah, I'm the one saying big up Uncle Ken all the time in the comments.
Yeah,
so,
come on.
man, we've got to get all three of us.
Man. Yeah, we'll do some more. 100%. I've enjoyed having you on, man. Listen, enjoy the rest of your day. Big up to everybody watching live. I will be back again later tonight at 8 p.m. What time is it now? 5 p.m. Yeah, I'll be back at 8 p.m. I'm just going to do a little 40-minute show, 30-minute show. Straight after that, I do think I'm on with Grizz, Big Steve, Saeed, and that should be at 9 o'clock on Grizz's channel. So I'm going to have to text him because he hasn't told me whether it's on or not, but he says it's every other week. So I'm assuming we are going live tonight. So yeah, I've still got 2 more streams to do, including that. So big up to everyone watching live.
Trust.
And we're out of here, people. Go and subscribe to Gunny's channel. Arteta out. Laters.